Good morning. The sun rises over UMass Lowell, casting a golden glow across the campus. Students begin to arrive, backpacks slung over their shoulders, ready to start another day of classes, friendships, and new experiences. The air is filled with the usual energy and anticipation that comes with the start of a new semester. College campuses are often seen as places of learning and new beginnings. They are spaces where young people come together to chase their dreams, discover their passions, and build lifelong memories. The atmosphere is usually one of hope, excitement, and possibility. But sometimes unexpected events test these communities in ways no one could have imagined. In an instant, the sense of safety and routine can be shattered, replaced by confusion and fear. It's in these moments that the true strength of a community is revealed. On a sunny September day, UMass Lowell faced a frightening situation that would leave a lasting impact on everyone involved. What started as a normal day quickly turned into one that students and faculty would never forget. A report of a person with a rifle on campus sent shockwaves through the university. Fear and uncertainty spread rapidly as sirens echoed and police vehicles arrived. The campus, usually alive with laughter and conversation, fell silent as everyone tried to understand what was happening. This is the story of that day, how people came together in the face of fear, how strangers supported one another, and the important lessons learned about courage, communication, and community. September 3rd, 2025, was supposed to be a day of excitement for many students. For some, it was move-in day, a time to meet new roommates and settle into dorms. For others, it was just another day of classes and campus life. The campus buzzed with activity and hope for the year ahead. But a single report changed everything. Phones buzzed with emergency alerts, and worried faces replaced smiles. In a matter of minutes, a normal day was transformed into an emergency, and everyone had to act quickly to stay safe. This story is about bravery and quick thinking. Students checked on friends, faculty guided students to safety, and campus security worked hand in hand with local police. In the midst of chaos, people showed compassion and resilience. Students, teachers, and police officers worked together to handle the situation. Their cooperation and calm under pressure made all the difference, helping to keep everyone as safe as possible. The university sent out alerts and updates, making sure everyone was informed and knew what to do. Communication was key, and it helped prevent panic and confusion. Students found safe places to hide, following instructions and waiting for the all clear. Police officers secured entrances and checked buildings, working tirelessly to ensure everyone's safety. Thankfully, the day ended without injuries. Relief washed over the campus as students reunited with friends and family. The experience taught everyone the importance of being prepared, staying calm, and looking out for one another. Let's explore how this unsettling day began and how the UMass Lowell community found strength in the face of fear. The afternoon began like any other, with students making their way between classes, chatting with friends, and enjoying the mild weather. The campus buzzed with the usual energy, a sense of routine and comfort in the air. On UMass Lowell's South Campus, the scene was no different. Students lounged on benches, some studied under the shade of trees, and others hurried to their next lecture, headphones in, lost in their own worlds. But just before the clock struck 2:30 p.m., the ordinary day took a sudden, unsettling turn. A ripple of unease swept through the crowd as people began to notice something out of place. Near one of the main campus buildings, someone was spotted holding what appeared to be a rifle. The sight was jarring, so out of context with the peaceful afternoon that it took a moment for people to process what they were seeing. Within seconds, fear spread. Students who had been laughing moments before now looked around in panic, some running for cover, others frozen in shock. Campus security personnel sprang into action, rushing toward the scene. Word of the incident traveled at lightning speed. Students pulled out their phones, texting friends and family, posting updates, and searching for information. Social media feeds filled with rumors and urgent warnings. Soon, a shaky video began circulating online, showing the person with the suspicious object. The footage was unclear, but it was enough to spark confusion and anxiety across campus. Was it a real weapon? Was this a prank or something far more serious? Students huddled in small groups, whispering nervously, their faces etched with worry. The uncertainty was almost as frightening as the threat itself. No one knew exactly what was happening, but everyone sensed the danger. The university's police department was notified immediately. Phones rang off the hook as reports poured in from all corners of the campus. each one adding urgency to the unfolding situation. Officers treated every call as if it were a real and present threat. They quickly geared up, preparing for the worst, knowing that every second counted in a potential crisis. The report of a possible rifle on campus triggered the university's emergency response plan. Alerts flashed across campus screens, instructing students and staff to shelter in place and await further instructions. Police cars with flashing lights raced to the scene, and security teams quickly blocked off entrances to keep everyone safe. The campus, once filled with laughter and movement, was now tense and eerily quiet. In moments like these, quick reporting and the rapid spread of information became crucial. News outlets arrived, broadcasting live updates, while students and staff anxiously awaited word on what would happen next. The university acted swiftly upon learning of the threat. UMass Lowell's emergency alert system was activated. A message was sent, report of an armed person on South Campus. Everyone was instructed to shelter in place. Classrooms stopped lessons, and students sought safety. The university used its website and social media to share the alert. All classes and events were canceled for the day. Nearby schools were also put on lockdown. The university prioritized safety, showing the seriousness of the situation. The quick actions protected thousands from a perceived threat. The community's safety was the university's top priority. Emergency alerts prompted students to act fast. The instruction to shelter in place meant finding safety. Some stayed in classrooms, others found nearby buildings. The campus was filled with shock and fear, but students followed instructions. Teachers locked doors and moved students away from windows. Students and teachers worked together to secure spaces. Mike Regish sheltered in a storage room, waiting for updates. Dorm rooms became safe havens for resident students. Freshman Donny Felscuti showed courage by barricading himself in his room. Students shared the goal of staying hidden and safe. Their cooperation was key to their safety. The community's response was a testament to their resilience. Hiding experiences varied, but fear was universal. In one classroom, a military-trained student helped barricade the door. His calmness provided reassurance during chaos. Freshman Donny Felscuti barricaded his dorm room alone. He waited, hoping for the best, capturing the day's fear and hope. Students stayed away from doors and windows, relying on phones for updates. They texted friends and called family to reassure them. Official updates from the university were crucial. Students waited for the all-clear message. The silence was broken only by phone vibrations. Trust in the police and university was essential. Students supported each other, even through text messages. While students hid, a massive police operation unfolded. The night was filled with tension and uncertainty as the campus went into lockdown. Students and faculty were instructed to stay indoors, lock their doors, and remain silent. The fear was palpable, and the usually bustling campus turned eerily quiet. UMass Lowell police led the response, joined by other agencies. Local, state, and even federal law enforcement collaborated in a coordinated effort to ensure the safety of everyone on campus. The sheer number of officers and vehicles was a testament to the seriousness of the situation. Their goal was to find the person with the weapon. Officers moved with a sense of urgency, knowing that any delay could be dangerous. They meticulously checked every corner, every shadow, and every possible hiding spot. Police conducted a careful search of South Campus. They moved in formation, covering each other and ensuring no area was left unchecked. The methodical approach was crucial to avoid any oversight. They moved cautiously, prepared for danger. Every step was taken with the utmost care, as the threat of encountering an armed suspect was very real. The officers were trained for such high-stress situations, but the tension was undeniable. Officers were heavily armed, believing the threat was real. The presence of SWAT teams in full gear underscored the gravity of the situation. Their advanced training and equipment were essential in such a high-risk environment. The search was slow and methodical for safety. Each classroom, hallway, and common area was thoroughly inspected. The officers knew that rushing could lead to mistakes, so they took their time to ensure every area was secure. The university sent updates to keep students informed. Emergency alerts were sent out regularly, providing updates on the situation and instructions on what to do. This communication was vital in preventing panic and ensuring everyone remained safe. Communication prevented premature exits from safe rooms. Students and staff knew to stay put until they received the all-clear. This coordination between the university and law enforcement was crucial in maintaining order. The search lasted hours, with no suspect found. Despite the exhaustive efforts, the suspect remained elusive. The officers continued their search well into the night, using flashlights to scour the darkened campus. The shelter-in-place order was lifted, but police remained. Even after the immediate threat seemed to have passed, law enforcement stayed on campus to ensure ongoing safety. Their presence was a reassuring sight for many. UMass Lowell police chief promised overnight security. In a press conference, the police chief addressed the media, assuring everyone that the campus would be under close watch throughout the night. This commitment to safety was meant to ease the fears of students and parents alike. The police presence aimed to reassure students. Officers took the time to speak with students, answer their questions, and provide a sense of security. Their approachable demeanor helped to calm nerves and restore a sense of normalcy. The community's safety remained the top priority. As the campus slowly returned to its regular rhythm, the continued presence of law enforcement served as a reminder that safety was always the foremost concern. As darkness fell, the immediate danger seemed over. The shelter-in-place order was lifted, but tension remained. Detectives continued their investigation overnight. They used video and descriptions to identify the suspect. Patrol officers provided security outside residence halls. The next morning, a breakthrough was announced. The suspect was identified as a juvenile male. The weapon was an airsoft replica rifle, not real. The discovery was a relief, as no real firearm was involved. The police shared a picture of the air rifle. The community was safe, but the incident left lasting impacts. The investigation highlighted the importance of responsible choices. The replica weapon news brought relief to UMass Lowell. The fear was real, despite the gun being fake. Students' reactions were genuine, with lasting emotional impacts. Replica weapons can cause panic and trigger police responses. The university and police acted correctly, prioritizing safety. The incident underscores the importance of responsible choices. The young person's actions had serious consequences. The event was a traumatic experience for many. It used significant police resources. The lesson: replica weapons should never be displayed publicly. The fear they create is real, and the response is necessary. The day at UMass Lowell ended safely, with important lessons. Listening to emergency alerts was crucial for safety. Cooperation kept the community safe. The power of community was evident during the lockdown. Students and teachers worked together, showing courage and kindness. The incident revealed the community's strength and resilience. Staying calm during a crisis is vital. Students like Mike Regish and Donny Felscuti showed composure. Trusting the police helps manage fear. The police response was fast and professional. The university's leaders made quick, informed decisions. Trusting experts is key during emergencies. Preparedness, communication, and community overcame fear.